everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. We are back, and last episode we made beautiful progress in terms of GregTech. We have the machines that we want. We can order more of them as we need, and here they are. We have an energy converter, which is converting our beautiful reactor power, that is slowly or quickly dropping, into energy units, which are then going into our machine. So our macerator here is turning iron ore into goodies. That is then going into our washer, which currently doesn't work, but we'll fix that shortly. That's then going into a thermal centrifuge, apparently, and then back into a macerator. And so we're going to get some extra goodies from this, and it should just be all around a good thing. So, what is our first thing we need to do? Well, we need to get this guy running. To do that, we need to do some circuit stuff. So I've got to place a circuit in here, and then I've got to apply like a thing to it. Oh. Did I accidentally get it working? I saw everything move. Oh. Okay. We can look in here though. I think I need configuration 1. So let me just quickly change this to configuration 1. And so what that should do, as we can see here, is in 20 seconds, it should turn this purified ore. Wait. No, it should turn the crushed ore, sorry, into purified iron ore. And because we've set it to configuration 1, it's going to use a bucket of water, one of the ores, we will get one purified ore, as well as 3 tiny piles of nickel dust and a little bit of stone dust. So already we're getting some bonus, right? And so that's done its thing. And inside here, it's already processed the tin, and now it's processing the nickel as well. So it's just going to process everything except maybe the stone. The machines, by the way, are beautiful, I must say. They are a little bit loud, I think, because compared to everything else that I've turned down. So we can lower these just to give them like just a bit of sound, you know what I mean? But not too much. Cool. And so then they go in here, and what does this give us? 3 tiny piles of dust gives us nothing. So what's it doing here? Because it's processing. It definitely is. So unless something else went... Oh, you know what? No, I don't actually. Wait, tin dust? Oh, hold on. The purified dust is in the thermal centrifuge. Oh, we're currently processing the iron ore, I think. And so then this tiny dust is just some leftover stuff that got put in there. And so then we get iron dust at the end. Okay. So, we have some work to do, right? The work required is we need to be taking out stone dust and the other dust from this guy before it goes into here, because obviously once it's in here, it doesn't do anything. And then the same goes for the outputs of this machine, I'm guessing. Because, yeah. So, do we just run pipes out the front? I mean, I guess we can. I was going to say it'd be messy, but I guess it wouldn't be that messy. Alternatively, we could do importers. I'm also tempted to do fast importers, right? Currently, we've got importers, generic ones, automated. If we get enough iron processed, this will be a walk in the park. The diamond one's probably pushing it. We do have... I mean, I guess we've got a lot of diamonds. Yeah, okay. We'll use them, sure. And then that should be fine. Yeah, should be. How much iron do we have at the moment? I don't think we have much at all, at least not processed. Once again, we've got some. Let's hook this up. I'm going to get 2 importers. They need some gold, that's fine. We've got the stuff, I've just got to, once again, start processing it. Which hopefully all of this is leading to. Importer. Ultra importers, 2 of those guys. So that should craft. We'll run our cables through here. And we'll just hook up just some filters on it. Like, it should be pretty straightforward, I'd imagine. So that will go there. We'll have to make some covers. I think we might even have some covers already. If I can spell correctly. Dirt bricks, yep, that's what we want. And we're going to want 2 of those to be... 2 of those to be hollow covers. That will go there and there. These will be normal covers. It's fine. And there we go. Sweet. So, importer. 2 ultra importers. The reason I want ultra ones is because they're going to be really, really, really fast. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, we'll just give it a shot. So, this guy will be... Oh, you know what? We could probably just block iron ore. You know, like, place this here and say blacklist purified iron ore. And that should just work. This guy, we're going to blacklist refined iron ore. So chuck this guy here and blacklist refined iron ore. And these guys should be fast enough that they don't need any speed upgrades, but we could add them if needed. So this should all start working. We'll put some things in there. We'll make sure that we take out stuff that shouldn't be there. But everything else should work perfectly fine, hopefully. And then obviously we need to take the stuff out of this guy, which I guess... it doesn't actually have to be a fast importer. There's no rush for this last guy. Arguably, we want to smelt this stuff. So I could fully automate it by placing a furnace here if we wanted to. Do we want to? I mean, we could. Or I could just send it back to my other furnace. I think I'll send it back to my other furnace. And I've got good reason for that. I swear. So that guy's emptying. Awesome. So all of this is... It should just be running. The only scary part was this guy running out of power. And I don't really know how to fix that. Because it should be... Oh, sorry. This guy should be good with power. He is. This guy should be receiving power, which... I mean, I guess he is. What's this? The niotic cables can't transfer that much? Is that what I'm learning? Niotic cable... Oh, okay. Yeah, it can only do 50,000. We're going to need nitro cables that can do 1 mil. That's exactly what we're going to need. So I'm going to pick up these. Make a bit of a mess. We're going to drop them there. Slap these guys down. And so now this guy should be good on power again. Or at least have double the amount coming into him. I suppose if I wanted to, I could slap that guy there. Because the cell itself is obviously limited to 100,000 per side. So by doing that, we're now putting 200,000 in there. Yeah? Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Sweet. So, is that all we wanted to do? Oh, we're gonna do some smeltery stuff. Now, there's a few things we can do in regards to our furnace. One of which is jump into our dimension over here, travel over in this corner, if we can do it easily, and we're gonna mine some allthemodium because you'll recall we were trying to do that before with Fortune, but then we accidentally were smelting it as well. But I think we can double it again, so we can Fortune it and double it if we play this correctly. So we disenchanted the auto smelt. We're obviously back in here. There's a lot of allthemodium, and I did see on the newer versions of the mod pack, like the next version, they changed allthemodium spawns in this dimension. I would only assume that it's to lower the amount, right? Because this is a decent amount. At least I think it is. Now, from memory again, you can't ulti-mine this stuff. As you can see, it doesn't actually break. And I don't believe that's a server issue. Oh, let's turn our magnet. I might have to drop down there and grab whatever I dropped. But that should be good. Let's actually do that. Let's go down there and see if I can find that. All right, sweet. Yeah, we could be mining a lot more in that end section, but it's not the end of the world. So what I'm trying to do at the moment is I'm trying to get ourselves an allthemodium furnace. We need a decent amount of allthemodium to do that, and so that is obviously why I am here. All right, we've gotten about 46, courtesy of obviously our Fortune 4, so we'll head back home and see what we can do. I think we were just going to like squeeze this or something, maybe even ore hammer it was the play. It was something a little bit simple. Yeah, I think we were just going to ore hammer it because none of these other options are really... I mean, like, there are some good options, it's just we're not really doing those right now. There's a little bit of effort involved. Ore hammer. There we go. Chuck this in. We've obviously got plenty there. And I would like to process all of that. That is a decent amount of allthemodium for one, honestly, very quick mining. We probably only actually mined like 20 blocks, maybe even less, to be honest. And I'd take that as a win. We probably want to upgrade this guy as well. Just because if we're going to be using this one smelter, this one furnace for everything, it's going to start getting like overloaded with stuff, right? So, let's see if we can afford that. Importer, ultra. It's getting there. All right, we'll order that. That'll be a good upgrade. We probably want to put the crafting recipe in for the iron dust that we don't have on us. Iron dust. This stuff here, perfect. So, yeah, I'll just press U on it, I guess. So what can we do? We can make Invar. You can make the tiny little bits. You could just smelt it in the crafting table, apparently, into steel, which is pretty cool. We're probably just going to smelt it. Once again, I'm just trying to see if there's, like, some better thing to do. We could extract it into a liquid. We could chemically react it into chloride and hydrogen. Cool. Okay. We'll just smelt it for now. We'll cross that bridge at a later date, most likely. Let's get some patterns going. Oh, yeah, I need to open and close it for whatever reason. We've attached something I shouldn't have. That's usually what that means. Cool. And that pattern will go there. Awesome. The importer should be done as well. So we'll go ahead and grab that guy out. And we'll do a test run because this guy should be ridiculous. So it will be nice to sort of see that in action. I mean, I guess he's kind of stored a little bit. What's a good test that we can do? Just some cobble? Yeah. So, in terms of importing, that's the speed at which it does it. And you'll notice that even when there's stacks in there, it'll take that stack away. So, it's pretty good at what it does. It honestly is. The next thing we're going to do is get 4 allthemodium blocks. And then we can compare the smelting speed as well, I guess, because this is obviously the speed it currently is. We're probably going to have to put a better end gate on this as well. Decent upgrades taking place. I also don't know what the focus is for this episode. I don't really know, but just buckle in, I guess. We'll pick him up. We will go ahead and upgrade him like so. Allthemodium furnace. This isn't even its final form. We can push this into an angel ring, which is pretty cool. Creative flight everywhere, I believe. Using XP. Interesting. Okay. But we can take it to vibranium, but I would obviously have to get my hands on some vibranium, which would involve some vibranium ore, which apparently can just be laser drilled. Cool. So that's an option. We, however, are going to slap this guy here. Make sure we tell him that the left side will be input, the right side will be output. We'll put on our factory augment as well as our power. And as you can see, here he is. Auto split on. We can close that. Should be good to go. So let's do another test. We'll grab out 2 stacks and just see what we're sort of dealing with this furnace. Oh, I think you can see. Not only does it, I mean, I think it might be smelting at the same speed, but it processes like 16 at a time, it looked like. Possibly even more. Hold on. If I do auto split off, what are we talking about here? How much does it do? Yeah, it's doing 16 at a time. So it's pretty good. There's honestly a really good case to be made for not splitting it up. Just because, I don't know, it feels almost fast enough to not worry about it. Like if a stack goes in here, it splits into lower than 16. And so then you're wasting time. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's our furnace. Pretty cool. And obviously the importer kept up as well. Nice. So let's check in. Obviously this machine down here has been running for a little while. This guy is still washing. Cool. This guy here is still processing. Obviously, there's a little bit of power issues happening. I think it's just limitation of the piping, I guess. It is on the rise, though. Not sure. And this guy's still processing. There's nothing left over. Everything appears to be good. Sweet. Awesome. So, what now, right? Like, what do we do? Obviously, we need more. We just simply need more. Let's consult the quest book though, because we have done some stuff. We've got this thing that will give us some rewards, which is nice, some cables and plates. Actually, before we go looking, I need to consult my clipboard. You guys were very, very helpful again. So I've updated the stuff. We've got some of the old stuff still there, some of the new stuff still here from the last episode, because we ended up just doing GregTech the whole time. But one thing I want to do is this one here. Set up a backlog of items for GregTech. So, Pogorinoro Mano and Najawin, they both suggested to have like a backlog of items. I believe they said to do batch crafting, so like put stacks of the stuff in at a time. I think our equivalent of that is hooking up a requester and ordering, that stuff at the same time. So if we search requester, can we afford one? Not quite. Can I get an elite one at least? Not quite. Okay. We need so much iron. Hold on. Can I just put this in a squeezer or something so that I'm at least doubling it? Or do I just have to keep using the ore hammer? Because it feels bad getting rid of it. I guess, what do we have? We almost have 100,000 just iron. It's pretty good. We'll just smelt it. It's fine. Everything's fine. So we'll do that. That should hopefully take care of the iron. You know what? It might not even. Let's just get a little bit more. Remain calm. Some of you guys are probably crying looking at that. So we are going to get a requester, and it will be our GregTech requester. You obviously need some gold. We don't have nearly as much gold as we do iron, which I guess makes sense, but I guess it is something to keep in mind. We're also missing silicon, because this guy is out. Why is he out? That's the wrong silicon. Oh, the silicon that this guy makes must have changed at some point, right? Because we've now got that in him, unless he's extract only. Okay, sure. Oh god. Hold on, there's a few things I want to do. Hold on. Let me solve the silicon and sand problem real quick. I have a great way to solve it. We're going to get 2 importers. They don't need to be special. They can just be these ones. I will get stack upgrades just for the sake of it. We only need 1. Ooh. No, we do need 2. Okay. I'm going to entangle this guy at the stonework factory, right? He's coming with me. Okay, he's coming with me. And we're essentially going to set up our little detector setup for this guy. So, we'll come over here. He will go here. We're going to have an importer there. We're going to have an importer here. Both of these will have stack upgrades, of course. And they'll have filters as well. So one of these guys is going to be bringing out sand, wherever sand is on this list. There we go. And it will be a white list. And this guy will be bringing out silicon from Applied Energistics, which it looks like it's been unified. So we don't have like silicon from all the other mods even available. They've picked one, and that's what we're sticking with, which is always nice. So then, if I turn this guy on, he instantly loses all of his stuff, and we get that in our system, right? So, what I need to do now is get detectors, 2 of them, 1 for each, and essentially we're going to turn them off once we get a certain amount of the resource, like 1,000 of each. So they'll keep making that in the background, and then eventually they'll stop themselves, essentially. So you'll go here, you'll go here. Both of these guys need to only work without redstone. That way, when these importers start working, or these detectors start working, they'll emit a redstone signal, thus turning off the system. So sand, I think, goes in this one. I do actually want 1,000. And if you type slow, everything works. And I want it to emit redstone when it's above the amount. So as soon as we have 1,001, it'll stop. And we will do the same for this guy, obviously with the silicon. And then that will be a mission success. Boom. There we go. And emit when above. Cool. Wonderful. So that should work. It'll be a little bit messy for a little while, because obviously we need to build up that 1,000 of each first. And in terms of silicon, in order for this guy to make silicon, he has to make sand first. Oh, actually, it looks like he can make both at a time or something. I don't really know what he's doing, but he's doing it. Okay, cool. Sure, yeah. I mean, we're getting stuff. That's always nice. So everything's working. And what do we want? We wanted the requester, right? And we're just waiting on 28 silicon. It wants refined storage silicon, so I think I actually just need to change the recipe. It's a requester recipe, so it's going to be one of these later ones. Oh, no, but it's actually it's an early recipe from one of these guys that uses silicon. But they're all set to be, like, none of these are set to be exact. So it shouldn't actually be a problem. Despite clearly... Oh, this guy's set to exact. Okay. Yeah, we need to fix that. This guy, that's fine. So I'm going to chuck him in here and just make him again, but this time not with exact. That way he will use any silicon he has. So I can order this guy, and he's happy to do it. Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you. So yeah, we're going to have our nice GregTech guy over here. I don't know if it'll be solely GregTech, but we're going to have a lot of GregTech stuff in there. I'm tempted to put a stack of each. That's what I'm going to say. If we look in the quest book, what do we need at the end here? It's just 1 of each? Okay. Because I saw on the previous page, it wanted a lot of something. If I go to Steam Age, this one, it wants 32 of them. Oh, here we go. All low voltage machines are gated behind this circuit. It is recommended that you keep your Steam machines around, as they'll still be useful in the next chapter. Why does this quest require 32 circuits to complete? Well, this is due to a concept called batch crafting. Rather than just craft 1, it is often better to craft many more than that to prepare for the upcoming crafts. If you've been automating as you go along, good. You can utilize something like an ME requester, or the requester from Yeah, either one, the requester or the quester. I don't know why there's a slash. They're both called the same thing. I guess ME requester slash the requester for AE2. Wait, slash RS. ME requester. Oh, ME requester is what the applied energistics one is called. Requester is just what the... That makes sense. Sorry, it took me a little bit to catch up. To keep a specified number of any item in your system, I'd recommend doing this with various crafting components, example rubber and sticky resin, and adding to it as you progress. So yeah, cool. We're gonna do that. I probably will. I might pick up some of this stuff just to sort of get the quest done. You can see some are done, some things that I picked up in the past. Maybe just to get this done, or what? I just need a resistor and then I can almost do it. Almost. What would I need? I need that there. I've already got that. Hold a glass tube, hold that, and then hold a steam compressor. Yeah, we can make that stuff happen, I think. All right, Ultra Requester is in. I'm gonna do 32. It's a decent amount of stuff, but I'm gonna do it. The first thing I will do is that circuit so that we can have that quest done at some point. It is, I would argue, an expensive recipe. It'll take a little while. We also want rubber. What else are some good things? The plates, we do want the plates, so we'll just keep the plates in there. Why not? Make it happen at some point. Is there anything else here that's obvious that we want kept around? Not that I have bookmarked. I'm sure there was plenty of stuff like the resistors and all that sort of thing, but at the very least we'll let that happen. It will obviously start ordering the things. Oh, I guess I can look through here. Do we want red alloy ingots too? I don't know how long they'll be staying around in the system, but it could be worth. Yeah, let's get some red alloy in there as well. Red alloy. Oh. Boom. Red alloy ingot. Not from More Red. Not from Ender.io. From GregTech. There we go. Sweet. And I think we actually want iron plates as well. I think. I don't know. We'll order them. So it'll do one of those recipes at a time. It'll order them all. Obviously, it's going to be a slow process, which is why you want to do this, to have it backed up. The 32 rubber that I'm attempting to keep, as you can see, would have no impact if I wanted to order 32 of this stuff. But once again, I think the point is more so that you wouldn't normally craft 32. Normally, I'd craft one. But then I'd instantly need another one again. And so then it's like, oh, now I need to make more. I need to do that. But because we've auto-crafted it, everything should just be a lot simpler. It's just that stuff's just going to run in the background sort of thing. Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and pick this stuff up then. Let's properly get these quests happening, I guess. Another thing, an important note, very important. So first off, the requesters, yep. The next important thing is this one here, from Najwin again. Keep GregTech under shelter. Apparently, if it rains, they can blow up. On top of that, you may have seen I've been picking up my machines with our Paxel, right? Apparently, back in the day, they could break. As in, like, you would only get the machine casing back. That would be so depressing if you made something and then just broke it. So, you're meant to only use a wrench. So, for example, you don't, like, click it or anything. You literally just punch it. So, if we go down here and just punch this guy, as you can see, it breaks it. Obviously, I'm on a little bit of a server in a different country, so there's a little bit of block breaking lag. Usually when it's a long thing to break, there's usually a bit of an issue. But we've picked this guy up. That's the quest done. And yeah, that's how you meant to do it. So we'll set this guy up to extract, like so. And that's all fine then. He's all good to go again. Sweet. What's our next quest? We need one small fluid pipe. So if I search fluid pipe, I don't think we've ever actually made one of these. Was it? I think it was a small one that I wanted, wasn't it? All right, here we go. Small copper fluid pipe. Is that the quest? Small bronze fluid pipe, my bad. I knew it was something. Bronze fluid pipe. Should be the same recipe, I imagine. Yep. So that should be that quest done. Oh, it is? Beautiful. So next up would be a low pressure steam compressor. Low pressure. Oh, wait, we're frozen. I guess while quests are coming in. Low pressure steam compressor. What a fun little word. All right, so here he is. He's currently got some wood dust in him. I believe all I need to do is just pick this guy up and place him down again. That would be my best guess at this situation. So I'm going to give that a shot. We'll pick him up. Whatever he dropped, we'll attempt to place back in him. Place him back down. Try to face him the same way, and then obviously Make sure he has a vent. He's currently venting out the back, but we'll try to make him do that at the side and put some wood dust in there. And that should be good. He doesn't have steam coming in, which is a bit embarrassing, I will say. I'm not too sure why he doesn't. Are we out of steam? Is that the problem? Because I broke that guy? Maybe. Yeah, we do appear to be out of steam. Okay. Interesting. Okay. What do I do with this information? Do I make another boiler? I think I do. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna make a new boiler. I've already ordered the stuff, we're just waiting on it now. I don't know how long that'll take. I'm sure whatever machine is making this is currently just overloaded at the moment. Which we can probably check out, because I think we're making them in one of these machines, aren't we? Steel plates? Yeah. So it should be being made in one of those, but for whatever reason, I guess it's not. Which I'll be honest, is a little concerning. Oh, it's the steel ingot we're waiting on. Okay. And how would we be making the steel ingot, do you think? Oh, you know what? The way that we were doing it, I think no longer works. I have a feeling that we were just smelting it. I think we found a way to cheese it, and we were literally just smelting the stuff. Yeah, literally on this guy. And that doesn't work anymore. You can't just you can't just put it into a fire like that. It's just simply, it's not actually a recipe. Yeah. No. Yeah, no, you can't do that. Okay. So, I would need a blast furnace. This blast furnace would work. This one from Railcraft. Yeah, we might just do that. It seems like a pretty good option. Otherwise, we have to make that dust. I'd rather just make the blast furnace. And can we afford that? Let's have a look. Blast furnace. So we want blast furnace bricks. We need a 3x4x3 and it needs to be hollow. So that's going to be close to 36, but not quite. This will also need soul sand, which apparently we don't have. Do we have sand? We do. I can go ahead and make some soul sand, courtesy of this guy. Alright, we had to make the soul sand, which took a long time. But we're back. How much do I need? Okay, yeah, of course. Of course you can't get away with nice things, huh? Why would we be able to? What do we have? We've got a bunch of this. What? What? Oh, yeah. It was working, it was just a little slow. Boom, boom. Once again, close to 36, but missing... I don't think missing 4. We're probably missing like 2, but we'll see. So... we'll probably have him close to here so that we can still automate him, because that would make sense. So I'll just do it here, I guess. Now it wants to be hollow, so I believe what that means is like this. And we just make a, like a... Not that. Not that, everything else. Alright, so yeah, I literally just need... Is it one more, or is it hollow as in like that? Oh, it looks like it's like that. So now we have a blast furnace. Yay! So we would like to export... fuel, which will probably just be coal, since that makes sense. So export coal. He should fill up, I'd imagine. Does he take coal? He might only take coal coke, and that would be a problem. It's not looking good, I will say. Can I manually place this stuff in? No. Great. Okay, let's go back to blast furnace. Steam locomotive, blast furnace smelting. Granulated stuff. Yeah, there's no... It doesn't tell you what it needs, but I have a feeling if we search coke oven, Railcraft will have a coke oven? Yeah, coke oven bricks. We're going to want to make that, I imagine. So, paste this here. We'll search clay. Go ahead and craft like a stack of this stuff. It says it can't do that. Sure. Let's get half a stack of that stuff. I think it should order more, so that should be fine. And what's this shape, sorry? 3x3x3. Okay, so what's that? 9x3, 27? Right? That makes sense. So 26 should be one short. Let's see if we're correct on that. I'll get rid of this tree. We'll go ahead and place it pretty much right next to this guy. Oh, sorry, but it's hollow, so we actually have the perfect amount, I believe. Come on, and ta-da! There he is. Okay, so slight change of plans, obviously. For starters, turn that magnet off. Get rid of probably most of this junk. We are going to want to bring this export... Well, we didn't have to bring it. That's fine. But we're going to want to put the exporter into this guy. So we're probably going to want another one is essentially what I meant to mean. Let's go exporter. Boom. We will want two importers. They can probably just both be normal ones. So exporter there. Exporter there. This guy will be coal. So we'll give that a shot. Coal. And that will go in there. And that should turn it into the good stuff. Awesome. Then we want to just import it out when it's done. And once again, that should just work. This guy here will be told to use coal coke from Railcraft. So once we have some, it'll go in here. And he will import everything else, I guess. On top of that, we're going to want to obviously place some crafters down. So we can just use normal crafters, I think. Now, I could make a wrench, but for whatever reason, I don't want to. I think we used them in the past and they weren't that nice. So let's go ahead and magnet on. Place him there. I guess this guy doesn't need to. Yeah, that's fine. But the other guy needs it. That makes sense. Alright, so the recipe there, which is steel ingot, will come with me. And it will instead go here. Because I believe it's the same thing. It is iron to steel. Once again, I'm pretty sure. I'll double check. What do we have? You can make this steel. GregTech blast furnace. That's an option. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this guy. Yeah, it's 1-to-1. It will take 64 seconds, which honestly is pretty ridiculous. If we search steel ingot, there is still a few, I believe. But also kind of not. It's odd, to say the least, because this steel ingot recipe doesn't show those GregTech blast furnaces. But when we looked at the iron recipe, like it will make the steel. Like iron can go into one of these blast furnaces here, and it will make steel. It'll be 90 seconds, so it won't really be any faster, but it will do it, you know? So, the question would be, if I go to this next page, or even on this, isn't there an electric one? I swear the electric blast furnace. This would take 25 seconds. It would need to be medium voltage though. Which is possibly doable. I don't really know. Maybe I'd have to get a different converter or something. He would also need oxygen. And then I think we just use this guy for now. And see how it goes. Now, 1 coal coke will smelt 16 items apparently. That's in a normal furnace. I don't know what it does in this guy. You know what I mean? Is it 1-to-1? Let's see. I'm gonna put that there. 16 items. Yeah, I don't know. But I guess we'll see. Hopefully this guy can keep up. Now, he also does make creosote. And so I think what we want to do for that is leave it for now. We'll put it to use later. I should probably sort it out now. I don't really know what to do with it. We could just void it. I could make a storage, specifically fluid. Like if I get a... Where is it? I swear there's meant to be like a fluid housing, isn't there? Storage housing. Oh, no, it's a completely different fluid storage part. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is the lowest tier. And so I can just make that into a 64K fluid storage disk. I can put that in my system. And then if we grab another importer out, I should be able to just import that fluid directly in, I believe. So chuck this guy here. Change him to fluid mode. Leave him as is, I think. Yeah, that should be fine. And then if we jump back over here, we should be able to chuck this guy in. And we should already get a little bit of creosote. So if I switch this to fluid grid, we should see, yeah, a little bit of creosote. Cool. We'll go back to our crafting grid. Sweet. Nice, nice, excellent, excellent. Great progress. We're all happy. All is good. The only problem still is that this guy is so slow. I think it is worth looking at other steel options. Now, the next easiest, I think, will be the steel dust. Yeah. Specifically, this recipe here seems really easy. Coal, iron dust, bing, bang, boom, right? He will use an ore hammer, which I don't think we set up any of these to have an ore hammer in them. We can double check. No ore hammer. No ore hammer. No ore hammer. But I think we can still do it. So I'm going to bookmark this guy. And iron dust. Because I think that's what we need. And a platinum ore hammer. That's the plan so far. Iron dust, we can also make with an ore hammer. And that's going to be the best because we do that to that. Yeah. Okay, perfect. This guy, in terms of raw ingredients, he uses... I'm just looking for like ingots. He uses only tin. This is a tin crafter, which is perfect. We can make wonderful use of this. Let me show you what the plan is. So, for starters, if I search ore hammer, we have one. We don't have it auto crafted. In fact, we've got it mending. What are the ore hammers? I might just use an iron ore hammer because we have so much. Oh, we've got a lot more copper. Was that in copper? It was a copper ore hammer. We'll do this one instead then. So I'm going to make a few recipes. Obviously, this is one of them. That's another one of them. To follow that up, the smelting of copper, just directly, as in copper ore into copper ingot, is what I want to do. Why is there so much copper? That's and then the actual ones on the bottom. Yeah, that's fine. Because we have so much copper, I don't mind doing this recipe here. That should be fine. Then the rest are going to be processing recipes that will be like, sorry, raw iron into 2 iron dust will be one of them. So we'll add that recipe. Try and put some more of this stuff away. And then another one will be the steel dust into the other thing. So that's going to be, hold on. That's going to be iron dust and then 4 coal, I believe. Drag that there, up that into 4, and that should be the next one. And then obviously steel dust smelted is a pretty simple recipe. All right, we've got the recipes. Let's go put them together. Yeah, hold on. Let's lower our throttle real quick. That'll be nice. Okay, so let's see what we're doing. For starters, crafting recipes. So you're a crafting recipe, processing. Cool. One of these will be a smelting one. That's going to be the steel dust into ingot, as well as the copper into ingot. Cool. The final 2 have to go elsewhere. If we go, not under the sea, sorry. Catch them back up. If we go to this guy, both of these will go there. We'll have to tell this guy, hey, just by the way, you're going to want to put a copper ore hammer in here. Once that shows up, which shouldn't take too long, I would imagine, we should be able to add our recipe. So I'll click remember, go into the recipe here. We want to first make this recipe here. Click apply. That should be fine. And then we want to go to this guy here and do the steel recipe. Once again, telling it, hey, that should be fine as well. And that should be good. It should be good. I should now be able to go into steel, click steel ingot and order a stack. Now, currently, it's still using this pattern, which I think I'm just going to remove. It's fine that we have this set up, but it's just not worth it at all. I'm just going to put that away. So now if I search for steel, it should craft it using half a stack of iron, and it should be pretty quick. Like, it just should be. There shouldn't be much of a delay in it, because all the machines work pretty fast. And with that being said, that's already longer than it should be, in my personal opinion. The stuff's in here. Oh, change to fast mode. There we go. Okay. Are these all set to fast? I think they already are. Yeah. Okay. And then that should just get smelted. Oh, but it's already turning it into plates and stuff, isn't it? Yeah, I have a feeling that we've got to order like a ridiculous amount just to get this guy going. So I'm going to order that. That's a lot. That's a massive craft that could fill this guy up. But we've got it blocked, so he should always be able to get the copper. Yeah, look at that. How cool is that? Sweet. Okay. So the only thing I can think of at the moment would be setting up like copper ore hammers to be in our system, like through the requester, or keeping 2 in the system at once. That's another not too bad of an idea. Yeah, this guy's going pretty quick. Let's go ahead and drag another copper ore hammer in, so it actually genuinely keeps 2. Ooh. I maybe just help him along a bit. Let's get like 10 pre-built. Is that going to do anything? It might. Why is this also taking a while? What have you got? You've got a stack upgrade. You just need some speed upgrades to help you along. Is that all it is, buddy? Or are we full? Because I guess that's another problem. We could just be full. Oh no, you just need the speed. There we go. But then he's just not doing anything now. Is he checking every single spot? Is that his problem? Yeah. I think our importer's just like struggling a bit. Let's, hey, why not? Let's upgrade it. Oh, we need a little bit more iron. Just a little bit more iron. All right, let's go for that. You can't craft that because you're missing dust. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's go ahead and change that. I don't know why I flew. Once again, we could have just teleported. This iron recipe, I'm not a fan of. If I order... I should be able to order that. Oh, you know what? Better yet. Oh, I've got a much better option. Chuck this in. Iron from that dust that I'm making. This dust. That will be an actual craftable recipe. I can actually go alternatives and do any iron dust. Set. Apply. So any iron dust should work. Chuck that back in. Go in here. Search for my importer. And it should just craft the stuff. Yeah, we're just missing sand now. Because it can now make more iron dust. So this guy is all we're waiting on. He's trying his best. In terms of silicon and stuff, what are we looking at? Yeah, that's going to take a while. This poor guy, man. He's had a rough one. Sand. I don't have much. I may just go get some more just because I feel bad about that system trying its absolute hardest. I'm surprised we're also not mining sand. Like, sure, I guess we're doing it only in the mining dim at this point. Yeah, okay. I guess that makes sense. Alright, well, I think this was pretty much the area we were in. Got some cats and whatnot. Oh, yeah, this is all just... this is all just, sandstone at this point. Alright, decent amount of sand. Let's consult this guy as well. So, we are aiming for 1,000 for this system to be happy, I believe. And it's using it faster than we're getting it. Alright, we should also probably upgrade our dank, because it has been a little while, and this guy actually is, like, becoming full. And so I'm probably accidentally voiding a lot of stuff that I want. So let's go ahead and check that out. We've got red dank. We want to upgrade this to gold dank, which should be doable. Shouldn't take too long. We can watch it fill in here, maybe. Or has it already done it? Ah, it's already done it. So I'll upgrade this guy. So he can now hold 4,000. Honestly, that's not that much. I'd actually rather go a bit further. So we'll make a stack of emeralds real quick. We'll upgrade this guy. He can now store 16,000. Once again, pretty good, but we do have diamonds, so why not? Let's go ahead and upgrade this guy. He can now hold 65,000. And obsidian's all we need for the next? Don't mind if I do. 200,000? I'll take it. And the nether stars, we can probably... we can almost order it. I'm surprised this one we'll have to add the recipe for. But yeah, that's pretty good. Sweet. Alright. Where does that leave us? What's our current thing? The sand should be taken care of. I believe that's what I just did then. Sand. Yep, we're good. So now silicon can try to catch up. Sure. And I'm trying to craft an importer. I believe was where we left off. So we'll get that ordered. We will head back to the processing place. And replace this guy. Yeah, he doesn't need it at the moment, but he will. He will, especially when I order another couple stacks after this. So do we really have 1,000 steel? We do. Wow. Okay. The more you know. Alrighty, let's break this guy if we can. Oh, let's see if we can fix that. Importer. Awesome. Sweet. Okay, nice. I do want to give that a shot though. If we search... Wait, hold on. Currently he should have 2, right? I'm going to remember both slots for the 2 copper. I'm going to search steel again, and I'm going to order another 1,000. Simply because we can. So I'm going to order that. And so... Yeah, look at the items getting taken out. They don't even care. And so it's currently crafting 1 ore hammer at a time. I wonder if somehow, I don't think it would do anything, but I wonder if like speed upgrades in the exporter would somehow help. Is there any noticeable difference there? Because I think it's just the crafting that's the problem, right? And there's not really much we can do to speed that up. We've got the recipe inside in a diamond crafter. Yeah. Okay, now that there's a bunch of items in here, you can see the importing still slows down a bit, but it's fast enough. Sweet. Cool. I think the only other problem would be if somehow this only had coal in it, you know what I mean? And it didn't have like the other resource that it needed, whatever that happened to be. It's satisfying to look at. I wish we did have more. Once again, if we make an eternal one, problem solved. It's just a matter of, I guess, when we make an eternal one. Sweet, yeah. I got plenty of steel. What was the steel for? Does anyone... The steel was for... Oh, yeah, we needed more boilers. Or I don't know if we needed more boilers, but I was going to make more anyway. So let's see. One... We'll make one for now. It honestly might just be enough. Might just need that little bit to get the rest done. He's probably already done. Oh, he's actually... Kind of doesn't look like he is. Let's go item pipe. What do I need? You there. And fluid pipe here. And set that guy to extract. And so he'll take a while to heat up anyway, but it should help at some point. Because these guys that are actually running are not looking too good in the steam department. Oh, actually, this guy has a bunch of steam. So yeah, it's the pipe again. For whatever reason, the pipe is just, like, unable to do it. Honestly, I might just replace them all with fluid pipes. The only other option to save us would be to speed this guy up a little bit more. Do we dare? Is there an easy way to do this? What would it be? Because I know how to do it with create, but there are a bunch of create like alternatives that are in the pack. And so one of those may just have something that we want. You know what I mean? Like we've got create, and if we go to the end page, we've got rechiseled create, so it's just like a decorative one. We've got steam and trains, we've got ore excavation. And so like one of these could just be like a, you know, something. I couldn't really find anything. Okay. Alright, let's give this a shot. So I'm going to pick this guy up. I'm going to pick this guy up. You don't need soul sand anymore, so we won't use that anymore. Then we just want small cogwheel into large cogwheel and essentially just keep doing this until the thing's running as fast as humanly possible. So you're going to go there. Behind again. You're going to be another small with a large here. And then all I have to do is place the water wheel here and get the water flowing. So to do that, all I should have to do is place it right there. Okay, it's overstressed. That's fine. Let's go water wheel. See if we can get another one. We might need two. I'm not sure. Slap this guy here as well. And I think if I just do that... Yeah, it's working. It might not be working the way I intended, but it is in fact working. That water shouldn't break anything. Oh. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't somehow break my machines. I think we might be a bit lucky in that regard. Okay, that's fine. Cool. So now this is spinning even faster, which should hopefully be able to get the steam into these machines. Or at least that's what my intention was. The tank is still pretty much full. Actually, you know what? It is not moving faster at all. Because this just connected to that. Yeah, okay. Hold on. That's it. Quite embarrassing, I will say. My apologies. Let's go back behind here. Hold on. Hold on. Where's the other water? Was that the one? Alright. Boom, boom. We're going to go water wheel, water wheel. We do have more, but we don't need more. I'm going to place that there. And place that there. Okay. Still not enough. That's fine. Somewhat expected. But perfectly okay nonetheless. Water wheel will go there. Ignore the bouncing, please. Hold on. And we'll place water there. Okay, that's 3 things. Unless I placed it in the wrong spot. I did not. They're still not going. So I need more water wheel. which I think means I need more shafts. There we go. I could probably just do a large water wheel at this point, but I don't know, we'll see. Water, 1, 2, 3. Cool. We'll just keep going until it works. Alright, we've got what we came for. Turn hover mode back on. Boom. There we go. Alright, we're spinning, which means the water's spinning, or the steam, I guess, is spinning as fast as it can. It is a little bit frame rate laggy, I won't lie, now that they're spinning that fast. I might actually just be able to grab a casing. I'm gonna have to make one. Possibly 2 to cover that other one up if that's a possibility. And hold on. Actually, no, it doesn't even use it up, does it? But I can do that. Can I do that as well? No. Okay. Can I do it on... No. Okay. That's fine. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the frame rate acts around here. But regardless, is that now working? Steam's going... Yeah, these all have steam. Cool. We're back in business. Awesome, awesome, awesome. These are still processing, by the way. They are very, very, very slow at what they do. This guy here could probably be given iron. So let's give this a shot. I'm going to grab this. An item pipe. I'm also going to pick this guy up and slap him here. We'll have an item pipe there. Boom. And this guy's going to get this filter here for coal. Cool. This guy here will then get a different filter. This guy here. And it is instead going to be for Minecraft raw underscore iron. And we're going to click submit. And so that'll be a whitelist for raw iron to be moved and placed into this guy. And that should work. Like so. Cool. So now there's iron in there. The rest of the system will work as, well, as it does. Bada bing, bada boom. Cool. Okay. It's still very slow. We do need to just like power on past this because it's still not good enough. You know what I mean? With that being said, we can look in here. We're still making the electronic circuit. It's still that one single crafting recipe that it's trying to get through. We might be able to get some stuff that might help the system out. I know there's a button to claim all rewards in the top right, but it does it for every like quest section, I believe. Whereas I want to sort of see what I've done rather than just accept all of it. So we can grab all that. Cool. We're getting there. Wood plate I need. I'm sure I can grab one of those from somewhere. I'm sure that won't make the system run even slower. Wood plate. One of these, please. See how difficult that is to to spew one out for me. Because then that will be that. Resin circuit board, resin printed, glass tube. Let's see if I can get all that stuff. Resin printed circuit board I'll order separate. And then I'll also order that circuit board to have myself. As well as a glass tube. Alright, I don't know what I've done. But my screen has gone black. Oh. I'm assuming it crashed. I just tried to toggle my jetpack off while I was flying. It went white and then it went black. Yeah, I've crashed. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so, I need a macerator. Specifically a steam one, believe it or not. Did we use one for anything else? We have a high pressure steam one. Will it accept that? No, we need a low pressure one. We don't have another low pressure one hanging around? No? Okay, okay. Because obviously I want that quest done, so we'll do low pressure. What do we have? Boilers. We obviously want this guy here. We can automate some of it. And then the casing is pretty simple to do. Just got to get that hammer. Boom, 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 boom. And boom, that should be a bunch of quests complete. There we go. That's all these ones done. So we get some goodies. Some more goodies. A few more goodies. More goodies. That's already done. And this is some rubber. Cool. Oh, and even this rubber. Nice. Take that. So yeah, we're pretty much there. There's the glass tube as well. I thought I ordered that, but we may not have it. We've got some fish chilling up top. Oh, glass tube we have. Awesome. So that's this guy done. And then vacuum tube is what we need. So we'll chuck this stuff in. And then maybe that vacuum tube will be easier to craft. Also, what's the vacuum tube used in? Like, is there a lot? It's used in some energy converters. But they're like low voltage ones. So I don't know if... I guess they're used in the circuit as well. I'm trying to decide whether like we keep some pre-built. Low voltage turbocharger. Amperage in up to 16 amp. Voltage in. Okay, whatever. All I know is that is the tube done. And now all we need are the circuits. Well, obviously there's a few more quests here, but I kind of just wanted this main one done. And that one is circuits 32. If I take those out, hold on. Problem is the second I take these out, it's going to order more. Oh, if I can, please, it's our system. Oh God. All right, sweet. That is the quest done. We'll get these goodies. And that was the final boss of Steam, as they call it. So in theory, now we are up to the low voltage section. We've started off with ore processing, which I felt was the play, and it still might be. The power generation, I don't think we need to care about, unless we do the boiler stuff, if we need like a bunch of steam. There's raw iron to work through, centrifuges and stuff. And all of these are what? They're leading to this guy here. Good electric circuits, or electronic circuits. You've been remembering to batch craft things, right? I'll give you a pass this time and assume you have. Okay, yeah. So you don't need 32 for these ones, I guess is what it's telling me. Great. So if we wanted to, we would also need a basic mixer, get some gallium. I think, yeah, okay, so just this whole right side is, I guess, the important side. Some blast furnacing, copper nickel. That's if we want to do that. There is also the option of saying, well, hey, we've got this basic ore processing setup. Is there a point for us, at the moment, pushing it further, right? Because at the moment, it's pretty slow. And on top of that, we're not doubling. We're just getting, what are we getting out of this? We're getting tin, right? Little bits of nickel dust and tin dust. Which, I mean, like, that's not bad. You know, it's nice to have. But the problem is it's also slow, right? So yeah, there's that. If we want to just sort of do our own thing, right? The next step would be to get an advanced one, right? Because it will use a lot more power. And so in theory, be a lot faster. And in terms of making this thing, we have none of it, okay? Sure. We would need either these good circuits, which I think is what they want us to get. And what would that need? Diodes and this thing, which would be some of those and some of these, which needs an assembler. Okay, and some glue, which you get from mixing. Okay. Stuff. Sticky resin can make glue in a centrifuge. Okay. I'm just trying to have a quick skim through to see if, like, is this easily doable? You know what I mean? Like, can we do this in our lifetime? or is this, like, ridiculous? It doesn't look too bad. Okay. I don't like when some of these just have, like, we've got none of it. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more of just what we've been doing in the past few episodes. Honestly, I don't know. I'll tell you what. I reckon we'll have an episode or two break from GregTech. I guess we'll see next episode. We'll try to set up a different way to do our ore processing, just to get some flowing in the system. You know what I mean? I do know that there's occultism, and occultism has arguably the best ore processing, or duplicating for that matter. But we'll see. At the moment, let's try and get a few of these done, because we've done some. We've done the requests as power converters. We can get rid of those. If we wanted to, we could rename crafters. I don't really want to do that just yet, but it is good to keep in mind because you can sort of name the machines that you've got things attached to. Tool belt is a good one. The tool belt, this guy here from the tool belt mod, we can make it quite easily. There we go. Here he is. Upgrades 0 and 2 slots. If we look at tool belt, we can see there's also a belt pouch. If you make this guy, I believe you can combine them somehow. Is that just in the crafting table? Nope. And so the question is how then? Do you have to be wearing it possibly? let's see. I believe there's a tool belt spot for it. Yep, belt goes there, and then... Nope. Okay, not a clue. How does the belt pouch work? Because it's not an ingredient. These items can be dyed with dye in the crafting field. Cool. That's great. Quest. Okay, tool belt quest. Quick way to switch between tools. Upgrade with belt pouches in an anvil. There you go. And this guy would just give you some. So I don't know if you need it all, but he does give it to you. Cool. Sweet. Well, I mean, we'll give it a shot. Got some circuits as well. That's nice. Some hulls. They'll come in handy. Anvil's here, obviously. You can find this guy. And I'll show you how he works, because he is pretty cool. Boom, boom. So I guess I can just do this. I don't have the XP for it, but that's fine. So, if we wear this guy again, there'll be like a keybind for it. So, if we go controls, keybinds, category, tool, belt, I think is this guy here most likely. Yeah, and it's currently set to R. That might be fine. Yeah, you know what? That is fine. And so what we can do is we've got a few different wrenches and stuff, I guess, that we could put in there. For example, if I hold R, I can insert it. And now this thing should disappear. It's possible that network lag is going to make it not an enjoyable experience. Oh, no, you got to left click. That was the delay. But I can put these guys away, and then whenever I hold R, they're available. So you could do the same thing for... Oh, I don't know what that was. But you could do the same thing for like your sword and things like that, because you don't need them all the time. You could also do it for, or at least I thought you could do it for like item pipes and stuff, but I guess not. Okay, that's fine. But you know, building gadgets, we could chuck that in there as well. I keep forgetting you have to left click. Gonna put all those away. And then yeah, you just left click to pull them out and put them back away. It's pretty, I like it. I do like it. And that was, Johnny B, who suggested that one, which is pretty cool. Chunk Destroyer is temp. We might look into like what's required to set that guy up. The Wither Spawner also sounds absolutely insane. You can get like Wither Spawn eggs and stuff. There's a few on this page. Adding the Armory to refine storage. That should be pretty easy to do. Did we end up doing that? I know we planned to. Oh no, we did that guy, but we didn't do this guy, right? Or did we? Oh, he's got an importer. So all I would need to do is go cover, grab one of these, grab an external, get one of those. That should be fine. We should be able to make that work. What do we have in here? Those? Yep, I'll take that. So you go there. You become a hollow cover for obviously the external storage. We're going to tell this guy that he can extract only. He does say 0 out of 4,000. Despite he's meant to have everything. He just doesn't for some reason. I really don't know why. But we'll pretend that it's fine. And so in theory, we should have every sword in the system. And for example, if I take out that stone sword and I place it in here, we're meant to still have access to it. And I saw it for half a second. There it is. Okay. Well, there it was, I guess. It's not there anymore. I have no idea where they're going. I'll be honest, I somewhat think they're just getting voided. Somehow. Probably isn't the end of the world. I'm not too upset about that, but I guess it's a thing. Sure. Okay. So we've added that. Cool. We could do the compacting drawers and stuff, but maybe not. And then we're pretty much... I mean, that's it. Okay. I've got to try to think of like what our processing is going to be for this next episode. Because realistically, the play, as sad as it sounds, is probably just to hook up like the auto crafting with those copper ore hammers and just do it that way, because I mean it works, you know what I mean? But so what are we getting? Currently we're getting raw ore, right? Like we're getting raw iron. And so I want to duplicate this. If I use a hammer, I get 2 from it. Pretty simple. If I crushing wheel it, I get 1. If I we obviously looked through some of these things. The macerator. Well, I guess the macerator, it does give you more than one, because you do get the bonuses. It's just a matter of whether they're worth it. And you can get 4 times, which it is pretty good. It's just the thing's so slow. And we need something temporarily. There's the Crusher Spirit. I'm pretty sure this guy can go up to about 6 times, which is ridiculous. And then apparently that's just it. Now, the other option we have is if we go iron ore, right? Because this is different. This can be processed different ways. That will give you raw iron. Apparently it can give you 2 crushed raw iron with a chance for a 3rd, so that's pretty nice. And that appears to be... Oh, but then... What am I missing here? Why has this one got 3 and a 75% chance for that? And some of them can have like Mars Cobble, a Moon Cobble, Cobbled Deep Slate, Cobbled Skulk. What am I missing? Is it random each time that you roll one of these? How weird. Because they're all just the same. Anyway, we could squeeze it and you would get guaranteed 3 with a bonus of 2 more. And then you can duplicate those as well. Right? To do that, we would need to change our quarry from a Fortune Quarry to a Silk Touch Quarry. And it... I don't know though. Even then, we end up at the same boat where we've just got the raw iron, right? And so it's sort of like, well, what do we do with it? And the answer of what we do with it is either run it slowly through a macerator or, yeah, just do some basic duplicating with the ore hammer. Ugh, okay. What if we had this? Can I like ore hammer the entire block? Is that somehow a thing? No? Alright, well, I'll tell you what. We'll come in again tomorrow with some fresh eyes and figure out a plan as to what we're doing. I guess we've kind of already got iron automated because we've got the ore hammer set up. We can order iron ingots. If I just add that same thing for gold, then it's kind of just problem solved, right? That's just ore processing fully automated. As silly as that sounds, that just is what it is, right? Let's make sure we have space for it. Yeah, we do. So I can just go in here, search gold, right click the ore, and just paste in this recipe. Copper hammer. Make sure you save that one. And there we go. And then I just make the pattern for it, and we now have automated gold, and like it's decent, you know what I mean? Like it's duplicating it, which is pretty cool. So right click this guy. No, wait, no, we got to do processing. So it's going to be U equals gold dust. It's going to be that times 2. Thank you. And then we just go make a smelting one as well. And then at the very least we can craft stuff, right? Like relatively quickly. And then when we need to, like when we start doing bigger ore processing, we'll just remove those 2 recipes. How does that sound? I think that's just going to have to be the play. Gold dust into an ingot will be this recipe. And I guess there you go. Now I can search gold. I can shift click and I can order 1,000 gold. And there you go. Sweet. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Honestly, maybe we'll just keep doing GregTech. This might just turn into a GregTech series. There are honestly quite a lot of other things we can look at. It's just GregTech has that promise. You know what I mean? Like there's some high-end stuff you can get to. I am interested as to whether in this section, if it tells you like how fast the thing is. You know what I mean? Remember, overclocking runs a recipe twice as fast, but at 4 times power consumption. As you start replacing machines, you can put the old ones in a macerator to reclaim some of the ingredients. Okay, it's an option. So we can start overclocking them on this one. When powering multiple machines, keep in mind cable loss. Yep. There's rock crushing. Advanced macerator. Grind that diorite into diorite dust. You'll also get a small chance at stone dust, which you'll need to account for. It is recommended that you order output into a buffer chest barrel and just trash the stone. But why? What's the point? What do we... What are we going towards? I don't know. Okay, well anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully it's fun regardless. I am having fun. So fingers crossed. Thank you for supporting the channel by watching the video or by being a donator and channel member. Don't feel pressured to become a channel member or a donator. But thank you to those of you that are. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzi, Andre, and Final Phoenix 13. And let me just have a quick look, see if there's any updates to the members thing. Oh god, yeah. There is not. So thank you guys once again, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. I don't really know if we grabbed a thumbnail. Once again, I don't really know what we did this episode. I mean, I guess we got the machines running. We got steel automated. I mean, these things do automate steel, but not like they do make steel, but they're just not the way to do it. I don't know. Alright, yeah.